DayOne541. Today, I got special guest, Allie and Rob. What up?
Hey.
How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Amazing. How was your Christmas?
Very eventful.
Yep. Ooh, too much. It's good to be home because we had a trip, so yeah, definitely good to be back.
How did the Allie and Rob Duets thing come about? Can you talk about that a little bit?
We started when Robert got into beats, and then I was a lyric writer, and we kind of put it together. And then Robert was like, hey, why don't we actually record this? And I said, hey, why don't we actually, publish it? And so that's how it became.
You want part of the breakdown? It's actually a funny story. She's not telling the whole thing. I mean, so we were just laying there, hanging out, chilling, and yeah, listening to beats and stuff, and I'm like, this is dope. And yeah, so we started talking about, writing lyrics. Legit, this is what happens. Allie, she's like, send me the beat. And she goes home. This is when we're not living together. And disappears. I don't hear from her for like a day and a half. And then she comes back and it's like, listen to this.
She came out with some fire.
Yeah, she came with her whole first verse and chorus. And it was like, now you. And yeah, like, it was pretty funny. And then, so yeah, I started listening to her part and then started writing my lyrics for my verse and and that was our first song. And
nice.
Tell them what the topic was.
Oh, it was a breakup song. So yeah, it's a good one.
Okay. What kind of music do you guys do?
Robert got me into R&B. I'm starting to feel that more.
Yeah, Allie's background is opera, pop, and
big band swing.
Yeah, she's jazz, all that, but no, she does not like country. Yeah, she has soul in her. She doesn't believe it, but that's why I started swinging her into R&B.
Yeah, I can hear that in her voice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, we actually do. We're trying to hit every genre actually in our music. Okay. Trying to do everything.
We just did Broadway recently.
Nice.
We want to try to connect with every single audience we can. And then we also got into parodies, which is pretty fun.
Oh, I think I've seen
that. Yeah. You guys.
That is a genre.
Yeah, the video's funnier more than the song itself, but it works together. It's Librarian Girl by Michael J. But, yeah.
Librarian Girl?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that one, didn't I?
So we turned it into Librarian Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. So I think you guys tapped into, basically, my next question was, what is your favorite kind of music to record? And what's your favorite genre of music? So that kind of...
Back to R&B.
Well, yeah, together-wise, but, I mean, we still, like I said, we're just tapping into Broadway, and I think we are just trying to find more duet songs to do for Broadway, but we really, I guess, enjoy that, like right now. So I would say that'd be like the genre right now.
Okay. So when you're, what do you look for when you're writing a song? You look for the lyrics to be all there, the beat, the hook, like what are you... I mean, it could be all three. But
yeah, I mean, it comes down to it, but it's funny. So I'm more like how I get my ideas. I listen to the beat and the lyrics flow in.
Yeah.
Allie, she writes lyrics and then she puts them to the beat. So we're like opposite.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you say?
The one thing I do take pride in myself is the syllabus count. It's very important when it comes to lyric writing combined with music.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Robert's really killing those triplet beats and holding out. And I'm just proud. I'm proud of where he's come. And with both of our different advantages, it just works out well.
Yeah. I love the whole movement. Like, you guys are doing your thing on that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
So when did you guys know you had that? Obviously, I'm a fan. You guys got a couple, if not more than 5-10 hits. My personal opinion. When did you guys know you had that hit song or the hit? You just felt everything was just like it's my shit right here.
So, I mean, I think a lot of stuff, we love our songs. Sometimes we sit there and just listen to them. But the fact
and
that...
cringe.
Yeah. Yeah. But we wish we had a better setup studio. So, like, we were pretty, I guess, hard on ourselves redoing stuff a lot. It's because mostly me. She nails everything. But,
And we started on a phone.
yeah, exactly. And, like, sharing a little headphone, we gotta talk into it, and, like, pausing and playing, and we just had one app that kind of did it, and we couldn't do no effects, no nothing. So it was really, I guess, super hard. And so, like, yeah, so it was hard to always say that's the one, because we couldn't get it the way we really, really wanted.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, going back to the last question, lyrics-wise, I mean, like, we do look for everything. Like, we look for the right beat that we really like, and the lyrics that go with it, and the hook and everything, especially chorus. And, like, it got to be catchy, where I feel like people will just bob their head and sing along.
Yeah. Okay. Who is your favorite R&B artist, rapper, singer, rock band? We'll start with, who's your favorite R&B artist? Rob. Or
Allie, I feel like she would know.
I don't know any R&B artists. I probably do if I hear them, but I can't think of them on the tip of my head. The only person I think of is Whitney Houston. She is my go-to. She is my spirit animal, and I love her.
Okay. Rock band? You listen to rock? Okay. What is your favorite rock band?
Queen. Wait, isn't Queen rock?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like Queen.
I thought you were going to say Paramore.
Queen.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
No, rock. I was going to suggest a R&B song to Allie, because she likes playing it and singing it, is Nayo.
Oh, yeah, I like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of her songs she goes to on the guitar when she sings. R&B, I'm going to have to say Chris Breezy, Yo.
Okay, I feel that.
I can never get bored of that song. It always gets me dancing and singing my roots.
Okay, what about sorry guys. Rapper.
A rapper. Oh man.
I really like Macklemore.
Oh yeah, she does like Macklemore.
He's
not bad.
so like in conversation. You know, he's not like, I don't know how to explain it because I don't listen to rappers, but he's just like, I don't know. I'm speechless.
I mean, that kind of almost like Macklemore is G-Eazy. G-Eazy's, yeah, I like him. But there's so many. Like, we just discuss this all the time. We go back and forth. Like, you can't have one. It's hard.
Some people do though. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. What concert is on your bucket list to go to?
Oh, well, right now, I keep telling Allie, because again, we're back in the Broadway. And I've been really wanting to go watch this concert. It's technically a show, but it's Bonnie and Clyde. Do you know what Bonnie and Clyde is? They're the outlaws kind of back in the old... Yeah, so, but, they have...
The people that plenty of artists make plenty of songs about.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. But, yeah, they're touring, I think, over in the UK right now, which is cool. I would want to go watch that, because the soundtrack, I don't know, I could listen to the whole soundtrack. It's really dope. But concert-wise, for, like, maybe just a singer... Shoot, I don't even know. I mean, I've seen recently on Boys and Men. I was going to watch Boys and Men. No, I'm just saying that's a concert I would go to.
Okay.
I think they were just over in Reading or something.
In Redmond or beginning of this year.
Yeah, I was like, Yeah, I'll go watch them.
What about you, Allie?
I wouldn't mind seeing Taylor Swift. I've been seeing her all over my TikTok feed. I see how much she's improved. She's truly amazing. She's a little musical athlete, and I support that.
Yeah. Okay.
She is doing big.
Yeah, I like Taylor. She's cool.
Tay.
Okay, now we're going to jump into this theater, guys. When was your first play?
Ooh, theater life.
Theater life.
So mine was
Together or separate?
separate, yeah, because
Separate and then together.
so
Talk about it all. You got time.
We were going to be in a play together, but then because of COVID, they postponed the show, and it was during finals week, and I just didn't want to uptake the stress. And so Robert continued, and he was in Linkville. What was the show?
Norma and Wanda. Yeah, it was a cool little about this time of the year because it was a holiday play, and yeah, pretty much I was a deadbeat guy in the car, but yeah, that was my first one.
And then later he auditioned for a friend's show, but then situations came up, so he continued his role in Pirates of Penzance at the Ross Raglan with me.
And that was our
So
first
that was
show.
our first together.
And yeah, Pirates of Penzance, it's a pretty old school, big musical.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it down at the Raglan.
And since then we've been in 4 shows together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we try to get one every year. So.
Alright. What makes you guys stay involved with these plays? Like, give the people or tell the people, like, how does it make you, what makes you glued to theater? Like, if that makes any sense. Like,
I feel like naturally
you gotta know something about it, so.
I'm goofy and awkward, and I mean it does give both of us something to do together, and that's why I think we like it too. And I mean it really I think helps stage presence, like, and being open. Like I feel like I've opened up in many ways of talking and expressing, I guess, more. I mean, and it depends on the play too. I mean, if it's like a musical one, it definitely helps my singing and pronouncing and just overall, like, yeah, just music wise. But what keeps going, and people too. I mean, there's weird, awkward, funny people too that are just around that theater, and yeah, they're just great people, and they got these cool ideas, and they're, like I said, they're super funny, and yeah, it's a cool thing to be involved in because it takes quite a bit to be on a stage on performing in front of people, I would say. I mean, Allie over here, she's done it, you know, like through her life, you know, because she's performed in front of a lot of people, and she has that confidence. But I think in her singing aspect, but like I think acting, I think it also has an effect on her. She can tell you.
Yeah, no, theater isn't new. I've been doing it since I was a kiddo. I'm stronger in singing, but no, I like it because it's a character that you're not, and I think that's fun. Like, I played as a mean person that everybody wanted to kill. I played as a daydreamer. I played as a second, like a sidekick pretty much, like not a main for once. And so it's nice. You can be you, but also as this whole new character. You find that connection, that relatability. And it's the dancing that I'm not good at. No. When we do musicals, I'm asking Robert to show me the dance moves over and over again. But everything else, I'm feeling pretty good about.
Okay. See, I was thinking this whole time, you were the theater guy. You've been in theater for so long. She was just getting into it, so it's reverse. She's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, performing. I would say performing.
Okay.
I mean, I guess theater too, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
did the Music Man in high school. I was also part of the Wizard of Oz as a lioness. I just took more in singing than I did acting.
Okay.
yeah. So like, it's funny when these plays come up and audition. Like, she's always looking for the musical ones, you know? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's more
absolutely.
natural. And I'm just looking for the non-musical because I'm like, I just rather. Because I mean, musicals you gotta sing and act, and I mean that's like a lot to remember and do, and sometimes dance. You know, while acting is you just know your lines and then where you're going, blocking lines. So, but yeah, definitely. I know she's definitely more. I know. I think people would probably see the same thing. They would probably think I'm more just because the way I am.
I connect with theater because it's giving back to your community. And coming from a town that I knew everybody and everything and everywhere to a place where I'm starting over, it starts that this is home type of vibe. And I really like that Robert joined me on this journey because, yeah, it's fun doing it together. We've had our kids come backstage with us. They enjoy some of the Broadway songs we practiced through for weeks. And I just hope that like it will open them up too to maybe try something new that you never thought you could do.
And like you said, giving back to the community wise. I mean, like a lot of these people don't give enough, and a lot of people don't know about it. People don't come watch these shows where they're great, and especially down at the Linfield, it's cheap. Like a date night, or you come do something on a Friday, Saturday night. It's like $12, you know, and all the actors and actresses up there, you know, they put in their time and work for these shows, and it'd be nice to see more people out there. And then same with the Raglan. I mean, it's a lot of the stuff is a lot of work, and we can try to get more people to, you know, see us, and they'll see that. So I guess that's another way of us trying to get back to get more people to come watch.
Okay. So do you guys you travel at all for shows? Theater? Like you guys?
No, but we like to travel to see shows. So our last one was The Music Man and Hamilton, which is really cool. And I think it's inspiring because you're looking at these young kids doing The Music Man, and then you look at these amazing people on tour doing Hamilton, and you just want to do more. You want to be better. You want to imprint that reaction that you received on other people. So whether you're the mean husband or the mean singer, at least you can like do it in a way where they're going to remember you.
Yeah.
Be like, because Robert got a really nice compliment about his character when he was Dane, who was a mean husband.
Mean husband.
What did he say? He told you specifically.
Oh, just because, you know how I am. I'm always smiling normally, and I like playing the complete opposite of playing pretty much a douche husband that's kind of a jerk, you know, and, the guy that gave me the compliment, he was like, I wouldn't expect that from you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
He said something along the lines of, I like that you were mean and not angry, or something. Do you remember what I was saying?
Yeah.
It's like a whole nother level of taking your character and diagnosing it and everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely fun. But yeah, going to watch these shows, you see, like, you can watch stuff on TV, you know, and you're like, dang, they're a good actor. But I think watching stuff live, it really takes, that's a whole nother acting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you think of, movie stars and stuff, they got time to cut, you know, this and that. Live stuff, you can't cut. They gotta be on point and they gotta do it. And even like the Music Man, they had a something mess up. One of their sound wasn't working, and the guy, he legit started just kind of acapelling it, and then still kept going.
Nice.
And but like again, and then the bigger shows like Hamilton, like those guys, they're all on point. Like just song after song, and dancing and remembering where you're going, and it's a lot going on to keep that for an hour and half or more to be on point for that long. Yeah, it's amazing to watch.
Okay. My next question was going to be, what can you expect when coming to a theater play?
Open mind.
Okay.
You have to have an open mind. Absolutely. That's my number one thing. Yeah. Absolutely. You don't know what character you're going to expect, which one you're going to like or dislike, which music you're going to enjoy, who connects to you the most. Just like what Robert said, there was a music kink. So just knowing that this is theater. It's going to happen. So, yeah. Versus, oh my gosh, I can't believe you messed up on that one step. Like, you're here to have a good time. You're here to connect in a way. And you can't connect if you're not going to be open about it.
Yeah. And, being open-wise, like, what to expect. Like, if you do know the show, because, people are doing a basic cover of it, it might not end up like it as is, because sometimes these theater people, they put twists on stuff or kind of have a change up of the character of how they could be, a different perspective. And that's why she said open mind, because we had this one play, I feel like it was supposed to be kind of back in the olden days, and it's supposed to be a little more serious, but we turned it kind of funny, dark humor. And then another one was the Pirates of Penzance. It's supposed to be back in pirate days, but the director, he kind of tried to make it a little bit more modern, and with our outfits and stuff, so we didn't look too much like pirates and stuff. Like, so you never know, and just like you said, you got to kind of enjoy it, and then still get the plots there, and but it just depends on what show too you're watching. So it's hard to really say what to expect.
Okay.
It's a good time.
So I heard you guys say, actually this wasn't my questions too, but I heard Allie say you guys travel to watch plays. What is the best show you've been to traveling? Like, what's the name of the show? Like, the biggest?
Mine was probably Hamilton. Because I didn't know the storyline, I never heard the songs, I didn't even know what to expect, and boom, I absolutely loved it. It was truly magical. And I got engaged.
Yeah, that happened. But
they were tearing down the set, and he goes up and he asks one of the guild members, "Can you take a picture of us?" But it was actually a video. And so I'm over there, and then boom, he's on one knee, and I'm like, what? And then one of the stage manager people, he's like,
taking down the set too.
He's like, this is the best show ever. And then we had like people who were leaving the theater clap for us. It was so magical.
Some of the cast members too were still up there like cleaning up, so they were like cheering on. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
But I would have to agree. Yeah, that was, because I mean, us being somewhat rappers, you like I don't think you watch Hamilton, but
that's what I was gonna ask her to explain to the people, like explain Hamilton, like the whole concept behind that. Can you explain that?
It's also amazing when you want to learn more about your history. So it was like educational too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I'm not into rap, but they made it interesting.
Yeah, they rap, like they flow through the whole show. Dang, I see it. I just came out. I'm a rapper.
It's basically just the story of Alexander's life from before he became in office and then after everything has passed. So it was good. I liked it.
Cool.
Yeah, you can. I think maybe still watch it on Disney.
Oh yeah, you can watch it on Disney.
Yeah,
so Oh, Disney Plus?
Yeah, the original cast, like, yeah, you definitely could watch it. It's cool, but like I said, up live, a little different. But
It's just cool when you're there in person because you're watching the spotlight, you're watching each person take a chair, you're watching all these movements, how they're going from point A to point B, all these dress changes.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
and
it was
yeah,
cool.
take a poncho. You'll see spit flying around.
Oh, that's the best. You gotta get those consonants.
Yeah, they really spit. You see them flying, but you know.
I think everything is better live anyway.
Mhm.
Like, you remember when I don't know if you Cat Williams, so when he said that Michael Jackson, when he did the moonwalk, the monkey popped out on the other side. Of that. He was basically saying like Michael Jackson was a good performer. Like people nowadays, they don't perform. They don't put their all into everything, you know. So yeah, live theater, I think that would be.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. I mean, again, you have so many, and you really get to hear their true vocals on spot. Because, I mean, you can edit so much or redo stuff. Like, you know, but they got to be on point when they're there. But I was going to say, yeah, that is probably like my favorite show, but another really good one we watched, no lie, was High School Musical.
Oh, that was good too.
We watched
I was
that.
surprised.
Yeah, over in Medford. Like I said, you actually got some high school
They're
kids.
gonna go places.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, man, these kids are good, you know. There's a lot.
Like
the show, yeah.
Okay.
And they put on that show, and it was really good. And but yeah, Hamilton's still up there because they're like professionals.
See, I got me one to check out the Hamilton thing now. How do you find it? It's on Disney
Plus,
Disney
yeah.
Plus? Okay.
Mhm.
We're not promoting them, by the way. Just a show.
So who is the most famous person you guys have ran into while doing this theater thing? I've seen
Dana.
So we have our local. Yeah,
Um,
we'll promote her. She's out there. She's doing her thing. Her name's Dana Worth, and she's our local star. In a way, she's doing it. She has an album out. She's been performing on stages here at the Rattling, and I think she's in other places too, right? Yeah, she's a country singer.
Okay.
And she also does opera too.
here in Klamath Falls, we also have one of the Miss Americas, Katie Harmon. She was a music teacher, but we've met her, I think. And then, we tried to put ourselves out and get some connections with people in town. Like when we perform at Bravada, Robert's got a few phone numbers of people who can help record us.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty legit celebrities, you know. They got that equipment. They know how to reach out. They played at their own personal private events. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, we definitely I got some good talent around town. And I mean, they may not be big yet, but they're good. And maybe eventually.
Yeah, I like how you guys answered that question. So,
but famous people, we really didn't meet. I met a lot of different random famous people, but not in Broadway or singing yet, I would say. Yeah, I can go on the rabbit trail.
We've seen some people that tour that come to the Ross Raglan, like the Four C's, and then that two couple who danced and sing. So yeah, out of town people we've seen.
True. And I just met a magician that was pretty famous. That's a cool thing too about Raglan. When they have some of their shows, some of their performers will come out and kind of hang around, and you can get their autograph and talk to them.
And then the singing divas?
The three divas.
The three divas. They were here too.
Yeah.
We got a CD and a picture with them.
Yeah, they were good.
They sang Whitney Houston.
What is the best play?
Together?
Together or separate?
I don't know. I would say it was called Lopsided Linkville because we got to sing in that one, and I mean I actually love really watching Allie sing all the time. So when she's doing her thing on stage, it's really nice, And so I would say I enjoyed that one because she had her own solo in that one. It wasn't in her key. She didn't want to do it in that key because I know she can sing it in a better key, but she still did it anyways and still killed it every night. So.
And Robert did a duet with a guy, and he sang the girl's part.
Yeah, it was awkward, but we made it fun. But yeah, so that's probably one of them now.
So my favorite play isn't based on the play, it's based on my experience. And I think Pirates was my favorite because I connected with so many people there. Like, we did funny TikTok trends, like, I don't know, say a word in your character or shake my hand as a character. We also did, like, what's the first song that comes to mind? You know, we just did funny things. We felt like a family. It felt really good. But then, I got into crocheting, so now I'm in my own little bubble, and it's kind of difficult to get out of it, so. But that one was my most memorable, and we still talk to the people that we were connected with.
Yeah.
In that show.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Even though we only performed for one weekend. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
we put 2 months worth of work and only showed it for 3 days.
Yeah, we had a good crowd though. It was pretty much over like 200, 300 people every night. It was, yeah, good crowd.
What is the worst outfit that you guys have worn?
Oh, I don't know. So, actually talking about Pirates of Penzance, I would say that because so when we do plays down at the Linkville a little bit, they kind of normally let us choose. You know, they give us like, all right, yeah, you kind of get this idea, and they like it, and they're like, okay, go with it or whatever. And but in that play, Pirates of Penzance, we didn't really have a choice, so we had to kind of wear that what they gave us.
Mine was Psycho Night at Paradise Lounge. So I played as a woman named Cindy. She's a singer in a bar that everybody wants to kill for revenge. And I had to wear, and the theater's cold, which makes sense because we've got hot lights on us. Mm-hmm. But it was cold, sitting in a corner in this prom-like dress. I had to, like, overdo my push-up bra. And I had to curl my hair every night and overdo the makeup. And I had to have that RBF every performance. And so if you look at photos, there's me backstage in a bathrobe, crocheting with my hair in a bun. But then once I go on stage, I have to, like, yeah, it's a lot. I don't know how celebrities do it. They look good all the time, but I don't think I could do that again. That was just way too much work.
Yeah, she looked good. She pulled it off. She really looked like that lounge singer. So, and then speaking of that show too, I liked my outfit in that one.
Oh, he was the cutest little nerd.
I was in Urkel. And I parted my hair, had some glasses.
He had a little pimple.
Yeah, that was a legit pimple though, because it started growing during the play just right. And man, I had some suspenders,
a calculator,
plaid shirt, yeah,
a pen,
and some skinny jeans, man.
He talked like this.
Yeah, it was dope. And then I had some bobs that had chemistry like science stuff on them. So I was like really nerding out.
Was that kind of similar to the librarian look?
Oh yeah.
No, I think it was way worse. It was like
more
like
nerdier.
straight Urkel. Like my pants were pulled up with the suspenders. It was like wedgie central.
Oh, and he had a little cardigan. Did you mention that?
Oh yeah,
that was cute.
Too,
so. What is the best part about theater that you covered?
The connection.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we met people that are painters, singers, print stuff on cups. We have a lot of connections.
What's the biggest play you've done? I cover that.
The biggest play?
Yeah.
What do you mean by biggest?
Yeah.
Like audience or
audience-wise.
Psycho Night?
No, I don't know. Probably Penzance, like, because it was a bigger theater. We had a lot more people.
Yeah, but that's just for 3 days versus X amount of weekends we did for Psycho, that could probably
we
total
did,
up.
We did 4 weeks every
Yeah.
weekend, yeah.
That could total to
True.
the 3 days of
I want
hiring.
to say my biggest show is Dancing with Your Local Star. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my big show.
Mhm.
I was telling everybody about that show, bro.
Yeah, man, that was fun. I mean, I got to kind of show what I like doing with dancing and ballroom dancing, you know. So it was cool. And like the professional dancer I had, yeah, she was good. Yeah, so I mean, we should have won, but I felt like we still won the crowd.
The
favorite.
people's choice,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So and
the judges.
Yeah, and the judges, they gave me all 10. They're like, how do you not win?
Most important, did you have fun?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, it was a big one for me. It was and that outfit, that one, I was a little shy, which is weird. Allie doesn't get why, but I don't like having my shirt off. But I just don't. So like, I was wearing just pretty much a gold vest, and I didn't have no undershirt. So it was like kind of weird wearing it. Yeah, I felt naked, but it pulled off. It worked for the for our routine.
I will take credit for being like Robert's little secretary, because it started off with him like, I wonder who's going to be the dancers for Dancing with the Stars. Like, it would be so cool if I was in it, because I'm a business owner. And so I texted our friend Natalie, and I'm like, hey, do you have dancers? Because Robert's interested. And then a couple months later, boom, he's now like donating or picking up donations for the nonprofit that he partnered with, and then he's wearing his little donut suit telling people about the event, and it was amazing, because just one little, hey, I want to do that too, boom, I did that, is so phenomenal. And I'm really glad that I could be there and root for him and just see the progress that he went from, because just seeing him, dance, because that's where he originated from, to on the big stage, I almost said stool, it's just great.
Yeah, I wish I had a better video. I actually would put it on my YouTube page because that was pretty dope. But yeah, I don't think anybody got a really good recording. Somebody did a little bit, but not like, I wish they would have fully recorded like the theater wise. So.
All right. So the next segment, podcasting. If anybody don't know, AllieandRob does podcasting. You might have seen it on my pages. When did the podcasting come about for you guys? Like, what made you want to jump into the podcast game?
That's Allie.
I have phases.
Yeah, no, she can talk, and she reads stories, and she listens to podcasts herself, and she's like, one of those things, like, yeah, I want to do that, and then she's like, let's do it. So, yeah, I give her props on that.
Yeah, the podcasting sounds good. I like what you guys got going on. I like it. Well, I'm a fan of everything you guys do, but I like the podcasting. No, that's fine. Did you want to cover that? When did it come about? What made you start?
Like what Robert said, I like to talk. I also like comedy. I've been listening to way too much true crime, so I need to add a little bit of serotonin in my life. So.
No, tell them, I mean, how the podcast, we do it. We tell them about our questions in Reddit.
So I never been on Reddit until the podcast, but there's some pretty scary, crazy, I would never thought this would have happened in someone's life stories. And we go in discussing whether or not people are a-holes, but before that we just open up with questions, like random fun ones. Yeah, because like I mentioned before, connection is important. Like, we have these guest stars. Kevin was our guest star, and we just want to connect with our listeners. We want to get to know who we're talking to and open up our minds and just have a conversation going. And that's all that matters is, that community vibe.
And what's the best of it? It's like our local, celebs, I would say, it's cool, and who we think is dope, and I feel like our friends and stuff, and their input, because a lot of people, I felt like we podcast so far, they're pretty talented in their own.
We got a marathon runner. We've got a business person. We've got a coach. Like, just people that other people can connect with based on the titles that we put down.
See, I gotta mention this again. Like, when I threw that question out, who's the most famous person you guys seen? You hear that people, they didn't, even if they did, or did meet a famous person, or did a show with a famous person, they still threw out the local people that they surround themselves with before any famous person. That's dope. That's dope to me. Like, they care about their community. Yeah, I like that.
Yes, sir.
That's cool, man.
I'm never gonna meet Whitney. Ever,
what would be your favorite episode to talk about? I don't know if
on our podcast.
What would you? Okay, like, so if you had any topic to cover, what would it be? Like,
oh, we have 5 more topics that are pending with people. We have one about petty revenge. We have another one about working out. We have another one about movies.
Fashion.
We have another one about being a college student. Yeah, no, we can go for topics on
There's
topics.
so many, and I mean the ones we cleared.
Old people. Mhm.
Yeah, there's one for old people. Yeah, I mean we did one with our son. I mean teen life, you know.
Oh yeah, teen
and we
drama.
did teen drama. So that was just random in there. Yeah, so I mean I think the one I feel like we get into all of them pretty well. But I think the one we probably might get into really well is the music one when it comes up, and then also food. We can do food.
all right, if you could do a podcast on anyone, who would it be?
Somebody really funny. Like, yeah.
Jokes 101.
How about you?
Me? Oh man, I wouldn't even know. I mean, it wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't be with somebody. It'd just be a group. One day, 1, 5, 4, 1.
Y'all stay tuned. Tap in to part 2 of Rob and Allie. Only at Day1, 5, 4, 1.